Good morning, Red. What is it? Resonant Earth. Resonant. Good morning, Red. Resonant Earths. We are, all of us, Red Resonant Earth today. We get to explore and experience that frequency. Red Resonant Earth. It says channel inspiring attunement. I just thought channel aspire in tune. Intunement. There are some words missing from the English language. Intunement. Intunement. Mm-hmm. I like that. When the waves swell of the blue monkey, anything goes. Anything goes. Ah, you know, Red Resonant Earth. I don't know what to say, but I had this thought that, I mean, how wild is it that the sun, enlightenment, is planetary in the wave spell of the blue monkey? That's just like, excuse me? At least to me. In the wave spell of illusion, the trickster energy, the inner child we get, yeah. But this one, illusion, and then yesterday it just came to me like clarity. I was listening to a very, very nice link about the Dorje, the Tibetan Dorje. The video is called the Dorje Blessing. Very, very, very good. And it explained the Tibetan Buddhist creation story or cosmology, as it is all is symbolized by the Dorje. And this explanation went from this point of unity into the creation of duality, and then all the rest of everything unfolding. It's just very beautiful. And somewhere it spoke about the creation of the 6 illusions, 3 illusions of suffering and 3 illusions of happiness. And we live through them, 3 in life and 3 in death. They're part of the stages we go through. They're part of the stages. If we take time out of the equation, everything is now. So we have those 6 stages of illusion. And it occurred to me that if we can take away judgment, we just understand that this is the stages of evolution, and this is the engine. Evolution is like a huge engine. It goes round in circles. It's like splitting the atom. It's the Big Bang. It's like the beginning of creation of energy, and then everything that it creates. The mind of God. Something like that. That image came to me, and it's like, if we don't judge it and think, oh, we're entering this, maybe call it, is it the Kali Yuga, or is it the age of darkness, the opposite of enlightenment. So we're far, far away from unity consciousness. But unity is, we in our unity is diversity. I think we are diverse in our unity. It's not mutually exclusive or polar opposites, seemingly, but they can exist in one. This is the amazingness of this unity. It entails everything. It entails its own duality. So this monkey, blue monkey, and the planetary sun, man, it also spoke about the thunderbolt. It's a major, major, major element. Two major elements of the Dorje. What was the second one? The thunderbolt and the lotus, I think. I speak on a correction, but the thunderbolt, and as I spoke about the thunderbolt, I was like, oh my God, that is the blue storm. The way they explained the significance and the meaning of the thunderbolt, it's like, oh man, yep. You can find different languages describing all the same thing. And Buddhism is like that different. It's Buddhism, any spiritual path, or even, I guess, scientific. If we're like on the mark, it's just a different language to explain the same thing. And this Big Bang thing, it happens every second. It's going on all of the time. It's like the time-bound mind can't really grasp that, because it's clearly part of the linear world. It's part of the third dimension, that part of our mind. We have a third dimensional mind. But our multidimensional mind can grasp that. And this planetary sun in this wave spell, enlightenment manifesting, it just tells me that, back to these illusions. The illusion is part of divinity. It's part of this game here. It's part of this. It's nothing to be shunned or feared, or we don't even need to try to overcome it or see reality or anything. It's like you go into a virtual reality and then you tell yourself, oh, just remember this is virtual reality, do this all the time. Are you playing a computer game or any other game? Sometimes it's not a bad idea to remind ourselves this is a game. But principally, it's like, you don't have to do that. You just go into the game. Or when you watch a movie, you just watch a movie and just go into the story. Forget about it being a movie. Life is a super immersive experience, whether it's a simulation or not, but it's a self-adjusting, auto-programming. The blue storm, in this wave spell, the blue storm is solar. I mean, how is that for amazing? We're in the blue monkey wave spell, and we have this incredible, and then we have, Jesus, and this all resonating on Earth, resonant red Earth. Channel, inspiring. Attune. Inspiring has a lot to do with inhaling also. Expiring has something to do with dying. Letting go. And inspiring is taking in, is the opposite of letting go. The world bridger on tone 7 is quite a number. And the world bridger being death, opportunity, surrender, more like expiring, Where is the World Bridger? On Zone 7? Take a guess. In the wave swell of the yellow sun. Inspired by death. I mean, honestly, it's very simple to be that, to do. It's like, oh my god, all the opportunities are waiting on the other side. This was limited, somewhat limited. But I mean, death we equated with our physical death. Every moment dies. Every moment is creating its own offspring in infinity, whatever. You take the long, long journey through all the bardos and through all the stages to realize something just before you return home. Enlightenment is to realize we are light. Everything is an emanation of light. And including the illusion. And the illusion is like the dark which makes light visible, or which gives light its meaning. It's the duality. It's what gives reality its meaning. And yeah, we have free will. That is just the penultimate. Every human and us as a collective get to choose how we express this light, how we understand it, how we, what. Not maybe in its entirety, but in a large, large part. And we're engaged in the drama. And we get to absolutely engage in the drama. If it makes us miserable, if it causes us suffering, and remember, it's not the drama or the world that causes that suffering, it's our attitude to it. It's the way we judge it. As it is our self-judgments that are the problem more than a quote-unquote problem. Hate that word, hate's a strong word, hating. A quote-unquote problem is a challenge with, it's not what we feel. Every feeling is legit in its own right. Whatever its reason, it is a reason to be there, it shows up. May not be appropriate, but for some reason it shows up. Same with our thoughts. It's how we judge ourselves. It's how we judge our feelings that makes us act. The challenge or the problem is our judgment. We look at ourselves and we judge ourselves. We look at others and we judge others. We look at the world, we look at the things that are going on and we judge them. And we forget that we have at all times a subjectively limited perspective. And that everyone has a limited perspective because we're all limited to this third dimension to some degree. We can't see what your past lives are, what got you to being who you are today, doing what you do today, thinking what you think today, feeling what you feel today. And we don't know what bardo you're in. We don't know what bardo a person is in and what part of their own illusions they're experiencing in order to discover and know their own truth. And we may not begrudge others that experience. We may not use our ignorance and worship at its altar. We do that a lot. And we have free will. Lol. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. I do that all the time too. I mean, my God, my body is like, it should receive, excuse me, should have always received so much appreciation from me, and it hasn't. I'm trying hard now. I'm not judging you. Oh, what's that? I love it. I love it. Not blue monkey. Ah, there's so many layers to this blue monkey. There's so many layers to everything. Oh, yeah. So here we are, navigating, evolving synchronicity, red earth. We're channeling, navigating, inspiring, evolving, attunement, synchronicity. We're channeling in order to evolve. We're inspiring synchronicity. We seal the matrix of navigation with the resonant tone of attunement. We're guided by the power of universal water. Beautifully, we have the seed here once again. We've had 3 days of serpent. I spoke about that yesterday. Oh man, I had such beautiful encounters with that as well yesterday, still, with how that journey with our body, first it goes through the wizard, like self-realization, like feeling ourselves inwardly, loving ourselves, loving our bodies. When that is established through the wizard, the serpent can move to the furthest away place again, its own home basically, and embody the eagle. And eagle needs to learn to embody serpent, move and be like serpent, know and feel its body like serpent, and the serpent needs to fly. But anyway, after it's been to the wizard, it's through the wizard, it's analog. It knows and feels itself inwardly. Through the eagle, it can see itself outwardly. It can create visions for itself. It can be comfortable, far away from itself, with the mind that doesn't forget it. When the mind and the body join, beautiful things happen. And when they forget each other without permanently or for too long periods of time forgetting each other, it's also fine. And then when both of these, all of these options, or all of this is integrated, then the serpent is the medicine to the warrior. Then the warrior doesn't have to concern itself about the body. Then it's really integrated. For the monkey, the dog is occult, integrated. And it's good to see what are these. Like today we have this earth here. So the earth, if we took the earth's journey the same way, when we're not in the earth seal as we are today, when we're not exactly it, then the earth takes a very spread out journey. The serpent is over there when she's serpent, and then nothing until the other side of this circle, and then she is bam 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 3 days in a row. It's the same with the sun. No, it's the other way around. It's the same with a dog. The dog over here. No, wait. It's the same with the eagle. The eagle over here is all alone, and then moves over far away from itself, and then bam 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 3 times on the other side. With the dog and the sun, it's the opposite. It's like a sunrise. There's the sunrise and the storm, then there's the full sun day in the sun, and then there's the sunset in the dragon, following each other, sun, sun, sun. And then nothing until the other side of the Tzolk'in, 20 of the wheel, 10 days later, in its antipodal position on the dog, and the same for the dog. But for things like the earth and the other signs, it's very different. The earth meets herself. We meet the earth in the analog of when we're not earth, we meet her again a couple days later by the wind. And then she's gone until we meet her in the antipodal position of the blue hand. There's quite a distance in between that. And the odd thing is that the seed, the occult, is in between the wind and the hand. How far in between? It's exactly in the middle. That's interesting. So the earth, unlike the serpent, in the progression through her kins, her musketeers, goes first through the analog. If we're taking, once we've left the earth, first we meet her in her analog, then from being in her most like energy, she goes straight into being the support for the seed. And from that support, 2 days later, 3 days later, so she's not slash bang in the middle, but almost, she manifests in the antipodal position of the hand, and then is a long way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, then it's 10 days till we see her again. It's very interesting. Anyway, a little journey into, I don't know what. So this blue hand. And the earth is supported by the seed. The flowering, the blossoming, the focus is the medicine to our navigation, to the earth's navigation. The earth is home to the seed. She's mother to the seed. But it's through the seed that it's the seeds that determine her evolution. It's our focus that determines our evolution. It's our potentials that determine our evolution. No, our potentials are well, you could look at it like that. But the potentials are many. We have or had the potential to annihilate humanity once again. We didn't do it. So apparently now that potential is very, very, very slim. It's not going to happen. We're moving forward into enlightenment. Well, we are always enlightened. We're not even if we annihilate ourselves. But it's that focus of where are we going? Who are we being? Who do we want to become? That aligns us with the synchronicities. It aligns us with the synchronicities of our life on Earth trajectory. There may be multiverses, many Earths, and whoever is on the trajectory of some path of destruction, well, then they are. I am not. So this world and Earth is going to have me die before it dies, I suppose. Definitely not annihilating humanity, not blowing up the Earth either. We've got this wind here, the analog. We're synchronizing with our breath and the wind on the planet and spirit and the unseen forces and the wind, a major player on the storm, and the thunder. That video explained something about lightning and thunder and what lightning and electricity. so powerful. I have to learn it off by heart. I'd like to repeat it. But a part of me is like, you don't need to repeat it. You are it. You know it. You don't. It doesn't give me any value to be able to repeat things or to know things or to have like this and this and this. Because what do you know? In 10 years, they're like, oh my God, we had it all wrong. And I've wasted my time learning shit off by heart and believed it was true. It's a moment that inspires me, and yeah, man. Whatever a lightning is, it's, whatever this earth is, whatever this illusion, maybe the whole earth and the whole third dimension is part of this illusion. Maybe it's not, maybe this joy that I'm feeling is part of the illusion. It's lovely. And I did go through this gyration early and this spin where I do this regularly every now and then. And it gets me to a point where it's like, okay, too much. This oscillating is too heavy on my system. It's kind of like oscillating with a train with 20 compartments. Like, you just like not graceful. Lord. And then it's like really hard work and it's not fun anymore. And then I snap out of it. And then before you know it, it starts again. Blue hand, knowing, accomplishing, healing. Maybe the day comes where I say, like, I really am not going to do that kind of oscillating anymore. I've been there, I've done that. We're good now. We do not need that experience anymore. We're guided by the red moon, the flow, water, wind and moon are both seals on the storm. And this blue storm is very important to the earth. In the earth wave spell, the blue storm is electric. Go figure. And it has an electric wind and an electric moon attached to it. And no, it has an electric sun and an electric moon attached to it. The wind on the electric storm would be spectral. Of course, it's liberating. It releases. Ah, how divine. It cleanses. It frees the earth of whatever electric tension, whatever, and that tension also builds up, separating the earth as a self-cleansing organism. It's just wonderful. And we have this part of our mind that says we gotta do stuff. We gotta do things to achieve. We gotta wash to be clean. We gotta oil pull to cleanse our mouths in the morning. We gotta detox. We have to do it ourselves because our body doesn't know how to do it by itself. The earth knows, but our bodies don't. Well, if we believe that, we tell our bodies to forget. 3 levels of 6 levels of illusion. 3, is it levels? What was it called? Sorry, I apologize, but 3 illusions of suffering and 3 illusions of happiness. And what about the illusion of the free will? But then the whole world that includes this free will may be the illusion, and it's amazing to play in it, but it's amazing also to realize this free will is causing a lot of havoc. But we needed to realize the divinity on the other side, where we don't need free will, or we fine-tune free will to really be of service. I can use my free will to say this body is perfect. It knows exactly how to keep itself in absolute pristine shape until we decide we've done living on earth in this shape and form, and then we can lay it aside. We do not have to take that trajectory of deformation, degradation, and suffering for it. I want to use my free will, if I may, because I don't want to be punished by my body for any negligence on my part, because I have other things to do with my time than like there's so many things to play with. Like, body maintenance got to run automatically, and it does. So how have I would say, how have I hurt my body? What am I seeing now? What's the pain in my body? So I've neglected attending to my pain, not my body per se. Or I've rejected my body. I have judged against it harshly. I have disliked it a lot, or aspects of it for sure. Am I seeing the result of that, of doing that over a long time? Yeah. Can I correct that? Yeah, sure I can. Love is a healer. Appreciation is a healer. In the monkey, the sun is planetary. And the eagle is quintessential. So the whole wave of this is the tuning, is the magnetic monkey, and then the lunar human, the challenge of this free will and how we're using it and how we're using everything that's part of our humanity. The electric with a Skywalker. Just stay curious, stay exploratory. We can stay in exploratory mode and understand neuroplasticity. Everything is changeable. Everything. Everything. This third dimension is not more real than anything in our imagination. We end this wave spell in the blue night, the cosmic blue night, the field of abundance. Everything is in there. Everything. Every version of yourself, past, present, future, imagined, is in there and can be accessed by you, so you can choose it. And then this wizard on 4, giving form, so the way we look inward decides what we decide. We can also look outward. For me, I look into myself, into my body, into my being, and I decide who I am and who I want to be, who I want to become. These are decisions to some degree I can make. What am I going to pull forth from that cosmic night? Through the power of my love. It has a lot to do with love and heart. Can't underline that enough. And where love is the creative force, where that's hurt and turns into fear, we start creating the opposite of what we want. And we gotta realize that. It's just a mechanism. It's just a mechanism. It's like knowing you have 3 pedals in a gear shift car. In an electric car, in an automatic car, you have 2. You have to know what those are. They have very different functions. Don't confuse them. Especially in an automatic where you only have 2. They do the opposite. So if you stand on the brake and you're wondering how come you're driving, you just gotta understand you haven't understood the mechanics of driving. It's very, very simple. Ugh. Or not. And then this eagle, the vision on this quintessential tone 5, the overtone, the vision, create mind. The center point of life for the wave spell of the blue monkey is the blue eagle. And then we have the rhythmic warrior, and then we have this resonant earth. From here on, we're moving straight into manifestation on the planet. On the planet. In resonance with the planet. We can't be very much out of resonance with the planet. It's not possible. it seems to be possible. Did I speak about 3 illusions of whatever? Unhappiness, suffering? Yeah, that's what happens. But it's an illusion. So we don't need to make gods out of illusions, because although we are very good at that. Visit the altar of Baal. We are worshipping on or at or whatever. And then we have this galactic mirror reminding ourselves of us reflecting the light, of everything reflecting the light. The light reflects itself back to itself, and there's a reflection through reflecting the opposite. Yin reflects yang. Imperfection in its absolute opposite. It's the same but opposite. Okay, never mind. On and on I could go about the mirror. And then we have this solar storm. The intention, the auto-generation is pulsed through the intention. Everything is auto-generated. Everything is put together here, and it works. It's a self-energizing. It's some kind of perpetual mobile this universe must be. I mean, it has to be. That's where magnetism comes in. And then you have this planetary sun. And then you have this life, enlightenment, planetary, manifested on the earth. The sun giving life to earth, manifesting the earth, manifesting life on earth. Consciousness. And then the dragon, spectral dragon. All that energy is channeled and delivered into birth, liberating, freeing, releasing, nurturing the release, nurturing letting go. Fall into the arms of love, fall into the arms of playful playing, play, relax, chill. Nurture yourself. Nurture life. Be nurtured by life. Be loved by God. Be loved by yourself. Be loved by yourselves. Love yourselves. Be loved by your ancestors. Love your ancestors. Be nourished by them. And then comes the cosmic, the crystal wind. And then we all talk about it. We come together and we talk. On the internet or wherever. And then after we've come together, shared, breathed together, winded together. Yep. Done that, farted together, inhaled each other's exhales. This is gross to many people. It's divine, man. It's divine. We are one being, breathing ourselves. When we find other people revolting and we don't want to breathe their air, it's like our cells saying, I find some cells of this body revolting. I don't want to be in one body with them. Like, no, that's cancerous. That's what what causes it. It's like love is the cure. Love is the cure. We don't want to. We don't need to reject. We don't need to be best friends or marry or love in that human love sense. Everyone, but we can love creation. Absolutely. Oh, and ignore everything that's not serving us. And then we come to the cosmic night. All this abundance, all this fullness of life, of light, of potential, of possibilities that we can create together. It's going to be I mean, we are such a creative species. We are so amazing. We already, I mean, where can we take this to? It's beyond imagining. It's beyond imagining because we can evolve these bodies, we can evolve our minds. We are evolving our abilities, our skills, our potentials, the way we make music, the way we build computer systems, the way we build anything technological, the way we create gardens, the way we fly to moons, the way we discover ourselves and others, the way we make love, the way we perform, the way we anything, the way we sleep, the way we laze about, the psychedelics we discover on the planet and we can use. Everything. This is a place of, this is Eden. This is paradise. But in order to really fully appreciate it and not end up in sloth, we have to learn. We have to learn how to be that human that is really living its potential, so that the next wave spell we're going into is the seed, so that we can blossom and become what seed? What seed are we? What are we becoming? Humanity is in seed stage, but it's constantly producing seeds like a tree. A tree will not change itself. So if we say that, if we look at it like that, it's like, okay, humanity has always warred and been stupid and greedy and jealous and idiotic. We will always be like that. Up to you to look at it like that. I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary at all. But it's an option we have. It's an option anyone can make. So you choose. Okay, we're done for today. And I'm going to read the quote for today. To evolve and synchronize, I must think, feel, and decide for myself. All right, to evolve and synchronize, I must think, feel, and decide for myself. I must think and feel and decide. They belong together. Thinking, feeling, and deciding. Thinking, feeling, and deciding. Yellow human. Thinking, feeling, and deciding. The yellow human has, if I had to map it out, white wind is not exactly thinking, but thinking is usually associated with the element air. The yellow human has the antipod, wind. Feelings are usually associated with water. The yellow human has the moon and it's occult. And take note of the positions. And then deciding is an act of volition. Blue hand, knowing, healing, accomplishing. It's an act of volition, knowing. It's not thinking. Knowing is not thinking. There's a difference there. And that blue hand is the analog kin to the yellow human. And the yellow human in this wave spell is on tone 2. It's lunar. And what was it guided by? Who guided this? The seed! Yeah, alright. Oh. I'm guided by the power of flowering. And the seed is flowering focus perception. Oh, gotta hold on this perception next wave spell. I always forget perception on the seed. Never think about it, ever. Perception. All right. And we're done. There's one more quote here. What seems to be the outcome you determine for your life and destiny also corresponds to a higher plan already in motion. What seems to be the outcome you determine for your life and destiny also corresponds to a higher plan already in motion. Aho to that. I wish us a beautiful day filled with wonder, magic, and resonance. Schumann resonance, resonating with the light around us, with the light within us, whether we acknowledge an externally existing reality or whether we don't, maybe be in resonance with it. Aho.